All right, Dream Team. We've got small groups. That means it's all of the super eager, committed, fit people here today. That means we can work extra hard, I'm thinking. How does that sound?
Ooh.
It's like, whoa, 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 whoa. It's a reward, not a punishment, I promise. All right, let's make sure we have a clear space to exercise in, nothing to step on or trip over. You do want a sturdy chair, right? No wheels. And it's good to have sturdy footwear or bare feet to help prevent you from slipping or tripping. You will need a stretchy band today. Mine's all tangled. There we go. So some sort of a stretchy band if you've got one, and then some sort of a weight. You can use whatever you would like. And we're going to start with just to get into our breathing pattern, but then we're going to actually do something a little bit different for our warm-up today. So bear with me. Place a hand. Well, you're welcome to place it on your belly or not, but we're going to just go through 5 breathing pattern cycles. And the goal is to breathe in for 4 seconds and out for 6 seconds. Okay, so I'll count us and just do the best that you can. So fill up the belly as we breathe in. 2, 3, 4, out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And last one in. 2, 3, 4, out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And rest. So try to maintain that slower, deeper, elongated breathing pattern. And actually, what we're going to do to start is take your hands, place them on the outside of your thighs, and we're just going to gently push our knees out against our hands, and our hands are going to push in to resist. I don't want this to be maximal. We're just starting to get things warmed up. So again, think about tightening your glutes and try to pull your knees apart and your hands push your knees together. Ready, go. So just nice and gentle. It's not a big battle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now you're just going to shift. So your hands, 2 fists are on the insides of your knees. And now you're squeezing your knees together against your hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now number 3, before we repeat these 3 a couple times, is we're going to put the hands together, raise them up, and you're pushing your hands against each other. 5, 4, think about sitting up tall. 3, 2, 1. Hold this position and lift one leg up, push down into the ground with the other one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we switch feet again. A foot pushes down into the ground as the other lifts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, shake them out, shake out your legs. Okay, so we're going to repeat that. All of it. So once again, hands on the outsides of your knees. Squeeze your glutes together. Have a little battle between hands and knees. Go. So push against your hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you make 2 fists on the inside. Squeeze the knees together and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Hands together. Up overhead if you can. If you need to keep them out in front of you, that's okay too, but push against your palms. 5, 4, sit up tall. 3, 2, 1. Lift up one leg, push the other foot down into the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and shake it out. So quick reminder, you do want to make sure you're maintaining your breathing pattern as you go. Please do not hold your breath. And if you feel the overhead movement in your neck, welcome to bring it down lower or bring your elbows in. That's a shorter lever. It can reduce some of the strain on your neck, okay? We're repeating 2 more rounds. Hands on the outside and battle. 5, 4, 3, come on, glutes tight. 2, 1, hands on the inside and squeeze the knees together. Glutes tight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands together, either in front of you or overhead. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up one foot, other foot pushes down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. And one last round. Hands on the outside. Squeeze your glutes harder now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands go on the inside. Squeeze the knees together. Again, squeeze those glutes harder. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hands together. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift one leg. Push down hard. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch leg. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay, who feels warmer? Couple of you are going, I do. There you go. All right. So now what I'd like to see is we're going to get into just a little bit of a march. It should feel relieving, so just gently swing your arms back and forth. Get into your breathing pattern. You can lift just one heel at a time or actually get your knee up. Okay, so find something that is doable for you. And it should feel quite casual. We're just loosening off after having those holding positions, okay? Does anyone have any questions or comments about what we just did? No? Feel free to ask throughout.
Well, I was surprised at how tiring that was.
Yes. And part of it is because it was our warm-up rather than warming up first and then doing something like that. And also sustained effort. And that's what an isometric exercise is, right? You hold that tension in the muscles. It's a sustained effort, is more fatiguing because it's effort throughout without a single rest. And we kind of went back to back to back to back through those different exercises. But we did it to get your nervous system all woken up, get the muscles ready to work.
Huh.
And we're going to march for 20 more seconds. So keep up
Can
your
you hear me
breathing.
now?
I can hear you.
Okay, sorry. I wanted to try I'm on mute. Okay, sorry.
No worries. Good job, team. So now we've got about 5 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, rest there. Brilliant. Now what I'm going to ask you to do is we're going to do some balance work. So if you are going to stay seated, that's okay. I do encourage you to sit on a pillow or rolled up towel, something that gives you a little bit of instability. Otherwise, if you feel comfortable standing, you can stand up. It can be helpful to be beside or in behind your chair. I do want you all to have something within grabbing distance. Okay, so whether it's a wall, couch, chair, just something within your arm's reach. Okay, now from here, I would like you to either, and this is where the challenging but doable aspect comes in, I'd like you to stand with your feet as close together as you can without feeling like you're going to fall over. Again, feel where your balance support is. You can always take your hand off, but what I'd like here is for you to close your eyes and just focus on your feet in contact with the ground and your glutes tightening. Ready? We're going to close our eyes in 3, 2, 1. So your eyes are closed. I'm going to reopen mine just to keep an eye on all of you, but I would like to challenge you to keep your eyes closed for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, you can open your eyes. If this felt challenging but doable for you, you are going to repeat it. If that felt doable and not challenging enough, you are now going to have one foot in front of the other, like your feet are standing on a tightrope. Okay, and again, the further apart your feet are in that position, the easier it is. So find your challenging but doable. And once again, your eyes are closed. Good. Breathe. Think about your feet in contact with the ground. Think about your glutes staying tight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your eyes slowly. And we're just going to switch which foot is in front. Again, got something within grabbing distance. Maybe you're holding on to it. Maybe you're periodically lifting your hand up off of it. Now, eyes are closed. We're maintaining this balanced position. Think about your glutes staying tight. Feel your feet touching either the bottom of your shoe or the ground. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly open your eyes. You can reposition your feet. Good. Okay, so again, think about the level. You don't want it so challenging that it's not doable. So if you find you're challenging but doable level, keep doing that, okay? Otherwise, you can make it harder and harder. So now I would like you to lift up one leg. The higher up you lift the leg, the harder it will be. And whatever leg you're standing on, that's your stance leg, I want you to think about pushing it into the ground. So I don't want your hips to drop. I want you to push into the ground to keep your hips level. Okay? And we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly switch legs. Okay, again, push that foot into the ground. Think about your glutes staying tight. Think about your foot in contact with the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay. Now we're going to switch legs again. And again, every time you find if you go, oh, that was really challenging and I was just able to do it, you're going to just repeat that. Every time you feel like, yeah, that was challenging but really doable, it could be more challenging, then you're going to advance it. Okay? So the next progression here is we're going to have one foot off the ground and we're going to lift it up and lower it without touching it to the ground. So we just raise the knee up partway, lower the leg partway. Again, push your stance leg into the ground. If you feel like you need a white-knuckled grip on something to keep your balance, then this is too challenging for you. And I would encourage you to back off so you can really work on improving your balance. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch legs. Good. Again, stance leg pushes into the ground. Lift and lower part way. So now it's balanced with just a little bit of movement. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Shake it out. Good work, team. Okay, I've got 2 more balance challenges for you. This next one is good for everybody, whether you're seated or standing. And it's all about going from movement to stillness. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take 3 steps. 1, 2, 3, and whatever foot you land on the 3rd step, we're going to stay there. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to take 3 more steps. Step 1, 2, 3, and then I pause on whatever leg I'm left standing on. 1, 2, 3. Then it's step 2, 3, balance. 2, 3. 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 You can always challenge yourself by 1, 2, 3. Good. 1, 2, 3. Good. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then you pause. Good. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Nice and balanced. Think about pushing down through that stance leg. 1, 2, 3. Good. Really push down through your stance leg. Glutes are tight. 1, 2, 3. Pause. 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. Pause. 2, 3. And relax. Might need to shake it out. Okay, so you should have felt your heart rate get up a little bit on that one because, of course, we're adding in that movement. Please make sure you're maintaining your breathing pattern as we go. Don't get stuck holding your breath. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, once again, we're looking to stand on one leg. If you were going to, there's 2 levels to this standing. You can do it seated, but the 2 levels standing are, if you need some support on the one leg, you're going to just drag your foot to draw a circle. And to make it harder, you just keep your circling foot off the ground. So we're going to draw 5 circles one way. And then you can switch feet. So you can do 5, 5, 5, and 5, or you can do 5 one way, 5 the other, so 10 total, and then switch. Okay, ready, and circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So again, if you need a little rest, switch your legs, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch legs. This time we're going the opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch legs. Again, it's that opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And relax. Awesome. Good work, team. All right. So you're welcome to sit back down. You're welcome to stay standing. You're welcome to grab a sip of water. We're going to transition now into some strength exercises. Does anyone have any questions about their balance or the balance exercises that we just did? No? Okay, if it pops up, feel free to ask. Now what we need, team, we need your stretchy band. And if you do not have a stretchy band, you can either use something like a cloth or a pillow. And with this pillow, you don't get the range of motion, but here's an example. If we were to pull the band apart, I could work the same muscles by holding on to the cloth or pillow and pulling it apart. I don't get the range of motion, but I get the same muscles working. Okay. Otherwise, you can use a weight, but think about where the weight with a band, we pull the resistance, and the resistance is across. If I'm holding a weight out in front of me, the weight is trying to pull my arm down. So if I want to work the muscles moving out to the side, I just need to lean over. Okay, so you can do it with the weight rather than a band. So first exercise is our pull aparts. So again, we hold the band. You're welcome to wrap the band around your palm to help you hold on to it more easily. And then we are just pulling the band apart and back in with control. So we pull the band apart, bring it back in with control. You can always lower the band to take pressure off your neck. We're going to do 10. So that was 3. We pull 4. It's helpful to breathe out as you pull apart, breathe in as you reset. Good. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And relax there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to hold our arms above our head. And if you cannot hold your arms above your head for any reason, you can keep them in front. And what you're going to do is you're going to pull one arm down, and we're going to keep our arms straight. So this is not our pull up. This is our pull out to the side. And just go to where you can. I don't want you straining to pull the band. Good. So straight arm pulls out to the side. You should feel it mostly in your shoulder blade. Good. The goal here is 10 per side. Good. So I believe we are halfway. I believe that is 5 per side. Good. 6. With control. Keep up your breathing pattern. 7. 8. 9. And this is our last one. 10. Rest. Good. Okay, well done, team. So now that we've done all that, you're going to take your band. You're going to put it underneath your feet. Again, you can wrap it around your palms to help you hold on to it. And then from here, we're going to lean forward, keeping your chest up. And then we're going to pull the band. We're going to pull 10 times slow, and then we're going to pull fast for 10 seconds. So we pull 2 and back. Pull 3 and back. Pull 4. Good. Pull 5. Pull 6. Pull 7, pull 8, pull 9, and pull, that's 10. So now we're going to pull fast for 10 seconds. Ready, set, go. So pull 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Now, quick note on those. If you're feeling it in your shoulders, especially the tops of your shoulders, that probably means you're pulling your hands towards your chest. If you just keep your elbows tucked in, thumbs kind of pointed forwards or up, you pull your elbows back, you shouldn't feel it nearly as much in your shoulders, okay? Okay, relax there. Your arms are probably feeling a little bit tired. But that was 3 arm exercises. I want you to do your best to lock them into your brain because we're going to come back to them. So a little bit of a memory test for you. And now what we're going to do with either the band or just your hands, we warmed up for it today. Now it's going to be more intense. So can we wrap the band around our thighs? And again, if you don't have a band, you could use a cloth or a belt just to add some resistance, or you can just have your hands on the outside of your thighs. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to squeeze our glutes really hard to try to pull the knees apart against the band and then come back in. So squeeze the glutes hard to pull the knees out and back. Okay, we're going to go for a minute. So squeeze your glutes to pull the band apart. If you want to make it harder, you can step 1 foot out to the side at a time. Just make sure your leg moves as a team. So it's not the foot rotating out. Got to get that knee out with it. Okay. So squeeze the glutes really hard. Think about crushing a walnut between your bum cheeks. That's always the really funny visual to get you clenching your glute muscles. We're halfway through the minute, in case that helps. Maybe that makes it worse. I don't know. So keep up your breathing pattern. We want those glutes to be a bit on fire. Good. Squeeze those glutes. Go, go, go. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. It can untangle your legs. Well done, everybody. Put the band to the side. You can use a weight for this next one, but you might want to just see what we're doing first before you make that decision to make it harder or not. We're going to do some squat hovers. And our squat hovers, if you're staying seated, you're just pushing your feet into the ground, holding. We're going to hold for 5 seconds and then relax. Otherwise, your goal is to get your bum off the seat and just hover in this position. So think like a skier or a skater, right? A speed skater. We're going to hold for 5 seconds and then come back down. Oh boy. Ready? Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. Up. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. Up. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. Up. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. And up. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. Up. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. Up. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. Up. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. You got 2 more. Up. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1, back down. And final one, up, hold. 4, 3, 2, 1, down and rest. I have a feeling my ears are going to be burning tomorrow. Good job, team. Very, very well done. So very intensive on the glutes. So if you felt that, good job. That is where you were supposed to feel it. Okay. Now what we're going to do is, and feel free
And
to
on my
make sure.
knees. Oops, sorry, didn't mean
And
to.
that's okay.
Felt that
And
on
your
my
knees.
quite a bit too.
So that's always the question of, did it hurt at the top of your knees?
Yeah.
So above your kneecap rather than below the kneecap, or rather than right inside. So typically,
I have to do it again.
that's okay. That's a great
Yeah.
reminder for everybody. When we talk about feeling some squat movements in our knees, sometimes it is knee pain, like joint pain from an old injury, from some arthritis, a little bit of just general grumpiness, especially due to the weather. But sometimes it's just from muscle weakness. So if we're feeling it more at kind of the top of the knee or right underneath the kneecap, and it's just a little bit sore or a little bit achy, that often shouldn't let you stop you doing the movement. That's often an okay sore achiness. If it feels really sharp below the kneecap, remember that's a good sign that, oh, that muscle might be really, really tight. And we used the rolling pin and we rolled it out, making sure not to roll the actual kneecap, but you can roll out that super tight muscle. And then sometimes if it is just really, really grumpy, it really hurts, you just modify it. Maybe instead of coming up, you just stay in the chair and push your feet into the ground. Maybe you really make sure to get your shoulders above your toes so that your glutes take more of the work rather than your knees. Okay, so there's all those things to consider. Now what we're going to do is we're going to stand up, or you're going to stay seated because this is your workout exercise class. You must find the challenging but doable balance. And what we're going to do here is, with or without a weight, you're going to push your glutes back. And you're going to think about trying to close a drawer with your bum. Meaning, if I just bend forward at the back and my hips don't go back, the drawer will not close. So we got to push the drawer closed with your bum. You should feel a bit of tightness in the back of your legs. Those are your hamstrings. And then I want you to tighten your glutes and push through your feet to come back up. So it should feel tense in the backs of your legs. Ready? You push the drawer closed with your bum, chase that tightness in the back of the legs, and then drive through your feet, everything clenched tight to come back up. Okay, so you're welcome to hold the weight. Go down, feel that tightness in the back of the legs, and then everything clenches really tight to come back up. Good. You'll notice I'm keeping my chest up. So as I bend over, the chest stays up, and that helps me keep a flat back rather than rounding. And push through the feet to come back up. We're going to do 5 more together. Ready? Down and up. 5. Down and up. 4. Down and up. 3. Down, up. 2 and down, up. 1. Rest there. So we just did 3 lower body exercises. Any questions on those? There we go. A quiet group today. That's okay. So who remembers the 3 arm exercises we did? This is where you gotta think to yourself, see if you can remember. First one did use the band. And it is our banded pull aparts. So you can wrap the band around your hands to make it a bit easier to hold on to. And then we are pulling the band apart. Ready? Pull. And back. Pull. And back. Pull. Good. So 4, because we're doing 10. 5, with control. Think about breathing out. Pull through the shoulder blades, tighten up your core. 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. And quick rest there. Roll your shoulders back as needed. And then you can have your arms up overhead. And we're pulling one arm down while the other stays up. And then we bring that arm back up. So we pull the straight arm down to the side. That's 1. Pull. It can be helpful to breathe out as we pull down. 2. 3. 'Good job, team. 4. Keep up your breathing pattern. 5. Good. 6. 7. 8. 9. And last round, 10. Slowly bring your hands back down. Great work, team. Then from here, we've got the band underneath our feet. And remember, this is 10 slow and steady pulls, and then pulling fast for 10 seconds, okay? So from here, I'd like you to try to lean forward a little bit, keeping the chest up, as long as that feels okay for you. And then we're going to pull those elbows back, pause, and then with control, straighten our arms again, okay? So it's a slow and steady pull, and bring it back. A slow and steady pull, and bring it back. Slow and steady pull, slowly bring it back. A slow and steady pull, slowly bring it back. Pull and back. Pull back. Good. This is 8, 9, and 10. Okay, now we've got 10 seconds. Go. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, stay up tall. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, we'll have a little reprieve here because I haven't even gotten you into your recovery position yet today. You guys are working so hard. I hope you feel as awesome as you look. Good. So slowly get into your breathing pattern. So even if you're feeling kind of huffing and puffing at the start, still breathe out through pursed lips. And just try to regain control. You slowly start elongating that breath until your breathing pattern is back under control. Okay. Brilliant. So we get to repeat those leg exercises as well. Very, very exciting for most of you. So we did use the band. And if you do not have access to a band, once again, you can just put your hands to the outsides. I mean, you could even push your leg against something. But we're going to, or again, wrap a towel or belt around the thighs, because then you're pushing out against resistance. Okay, so let's create some resistance here. All right, and the main goal is to tighten your glutes hard, like we're crushing that walnut between our bum cheeks, and it pulls the knees apart, and then we come back in, and we're going to go for a minute in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So squeeze the glutes to pull the knees apart. Good. Squeeze the glutes to pull the knees apart. Good job, teams. Squeeze those glutes hard, pull those knees apart. Keep up your breathing pattern. Make it challenging but doable for yourself. There we go. We're all focused so hard it almost looks like we're frozen. Good. You've got about 10 seconds left. You're almost there. Those glutes should be a little bit on fire. Not going to lie to you here, but do the best that you can for 3, 2, 1, rest. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant. You can untangle the legs. You can let your muscles breathe a little bit. And then we've got our squat hovers. So we're going to have a couple seconds here to relax. Maybe you want some gentle figure eights to help you re-regulate your breathing. I will give you about 30 seconds of rest here. Maybe you need to lift and lower your heels, right? Different things work differently or best for you. Okay, and just a reminder, the next one, again, is the hover. So you're either pushing your feet down into the ground and maintaining that for 5 seconds before you take the pressure off and relax, or you're hovering over your seat for 5 seconds and then going back down. Again, some discomfort at the top of your kneecap or in your thighs is quite normal. It's actually a kind of a good sign. But you can modify as needed. Ready, and up. 4, 3, 2, 1, down. And up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. And up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. And up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. 3 more. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. 2 more. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. And final one. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. Whew. That's a tough one. Good job, team. Remember that recovery position if needed to help you regain your breath. You're doing great.
That's my favorite exercise, the recovery position.
The recovery position. Sometimes with some of my my private groups, I'll get them to sometimes choose an exercise that we do for a minute, just to keep it interactive. And I always get one or two of my cheeky participants that go, "Oh, I would like to choose rest. We're gonna
Right?
rest for a minute." I go, "That's not an exercise."
Well,
Okay,
it is
team.
because you're learning how to breathe.
Yeah. It's true. They go, "Well, it's the breathing exercise part." I go, "Oh, geez." It's good fun. So you can either stay seated and do your hinge pattern, or like we practiced before, we're going to do it standing up. And it's about closing that drawer with your bum. So you push your hips back, feel that stretch in the back of your legs, and then you're going to tighten glutes, push down to your feet nice and hard to come back up. Okay, and you should feel your muscles clenched tight. Ready? So we go down and then clench everything to pull back up. Down, make sure we keep the chest up. Keeping the chest up is going to help keep a flat back. Clench to pull everything up. 3, 4, 5, 6, clench hard, 7, and down, and clench, 8, and down, and then clench, 9, down, and clench, 10, and relax, shake it off, and we can sit down and shake it out. All right, how'd that feel, everybody? Pretty that good, hey? All right. So team, we are going to stretch. I know it's the best part about class other than the recovery position. And this is also the perfect time to ask questions. So have at it. This is your time. And I'll just tell you when we're switching. So we're going to start with pulling an elbow up. You can hold it whichever way you'd like.
Jill, you talked about the knee hurting on the top and on the bottom of the knee. What about on the side, the inside of the knee?
Yep. So like more in the thigh or right down low, right on the knee.
Right on the knee.
Yeah, so that can be more of either a little bit of catching from the cartilage there. That can often be a little bit more arthritis related. Again, like discomfort and a little bit of sore is okay. It's when it's painful that we want to look at adjusting things. I would recommend though, take your rolling pin, and roll out that muscle like pizza dough. And when you roll, it should feel a little bit uncomfortable when you guys roll the muscles. So it shouldn't be like someone is just, running their hand back and forth on the leg. It should be like someone kind of digging their thumb in, and see if that relieves it, because there are 3 muscles that crisscross in that region. And anytime muscles are too tight, they tug on other things. So that's why that's always my go-to. 1, it's not going to harm you to roll out your muscles. And 2, it might actually be a quick, easy fix.
Thank you very much.
No problem. It's not guaranteed, but again, it's always my first thing, because if you can fix some pain with something really easy, I would way rather try that first. There we go. And relax there. Let's stretch out a leg, reach towards your toes. I've got the big thunderstorm starting up again here in Kelowna. Been raining quite a lot the last 5 days, which is really good. Yeah, we need rain. Does anyone have any other questions from today's class or previous classes?
Okay, Jill, nobody's asking anything. So I got a question. This is related to, I sit a lot because it's hard to breathe. And sometimes it's my lower back and I guess my hips or whatever, but they hurt terribly. Any suggestions?
Yep, I've got a couple suggestions for you. First, we're going to switch legs. So again, a little bit of stretching. So like we talked about, or we haven't talked about it, like we do after class, we often do get into this bit of a stretch. We often get into this bit of a stretch. Okay, and we often get the arms up. So getting the arms up and extending, really helpful. Another thing that's really helpful is what I like to call exercise snacks. And what that means is throughout the day, doing little bits of movement, whether it's 1 minute, 3 minutes, okay, just a small little snack of movement can really make a big difference. Especially when you are stuck staying in the same position for a long period of time. Because it's not just sitting that's a problem, it's lack of movement that can tighten things up. And especially when something like breathing or pain kind of gets in the way of sustained movement, these little movement snacks can have a huge difference.
Okay, like always, thanks so much.
Yeah, you're so welcome. And again, we talk about this often, but even just lifting and lowering the heels, right? You do that for a minute, do some figure eights for a minute, and then you can like move your knees in and out. That can make a huge difference, and it shouldn't aggravate your breathing too much, right? You just find these things are just these little bits of movement. And that can be really, really helpful. Let's pull our leg up onto either our shin or our thigh.
I have a question for you. My shoulders blades have been really sore lately. And I guess it's just because of the spring activities, but is there anything to release it?
Yep. Are you feeling it more towards the top of the neck, or are you feeling it more towards the center of your spine in between
Center
your
of my
shoulders?
spine.
Okay. And have you been doing lots of gardening?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's not a problem. Two things that I find really helpful. And actually you can try it here. The first one is, can you cross your arms over and then slowly drop your chin to your chest? And now take a slow breath in and out. If you find that a little limiting on your breathing, you can breathe in and raise the chin up as you breathe in, and then breathe out and lower the chin again. Do you feel a slight stretch between your shoulder blades when you do that?
Yep.
Yeah, so that just as a little bit of a stretch. Feel free to do that again. We're going to switch legs on this stretch. And then the other thing to do, we practice having our palms up and pulling the thumbs. Yeah, already you probably feel a bit of a stretch through the chest, and you can feel those muscles working a little bit, and just do it with your breathing pattern. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Okay, so this is another good way. And then the last thing that I really like, you just want to be careful how far forward you are bending forwards. So you might want to pick like a counter or table because it's a little bit higher versus I have the edge of a couch here. But you just get your hands and you gently just get to where you can. You just gently press your feet back. Keep your keep your chin up so you're not tucked down. And you gently pull back. Take in some slow, deep breaths. You're in control of the movement the whole time. You can stay here for 3 breaths and then really slowly come back up and see how that feels. We're going to now drop a leg back behind us, team.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Did that target the spot?
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome. If you have a little like a tennis ball or a lacrosse ball, sometimes even a dog toy, you can put it against the wall and hold it there with that spot on your back. Just make sure you're not pushing on the bone, but you can usually feel the spot. Like if you reach back or if you had someone gently poke at your back, you would feel where the tight muscles are, right? And then you can just put the ball against those tight muscles against the wall and really gently kind of roll it back and forth. So it's kind of like a self massage. Just don't use a golf ball because golf balls leave a nice imprint on your paint. Yeah, I've learned that lesson. And switch legs, drop the leg back. These were really great questions, guys. Good work. All right, team. You can either stay in this position or you can face another direction, but we're going to take a deep breath in together. 2 of them, actually. Do whatever you want with your hands. Keep them on your belly. Pull them up to the side. Reach overhead. Whatever feels best for you. We're going to breathe in. And slowly, slowly breathe out. And one more time. Breathe in. And out. And roll your shoulders back. Please take the time to take your hand, reach across yourself, and just give you a nice little pat on the back. Thanks so much for joining me today, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Hope
Jill.
you had fun.
Thank you, Jill.